we have a person from Bengaluru, Usha Rajagopalan, and it is the deep, acute sensitivity, because she writes, she's a creative writer, wonderful writer, recognized writer, and somehow she thought that where she is living, the environment is not so healthy. I mean, how can a sensitive heart can survive in that environment, living in a city like Bengaluru? So she decided that something needs to be done, and she has taken an initiative, and she is going to share about it, that how she is instrumental in restoring a lake in the heart of the city. It was not first heart of the city, now it has become heart of the city, and how the greed can be contained if there is will. As we say, where there is a will, there is a way. Usha ji, your talk.
A very good morning to all of you. I am the odd person out here. I am the urban elite trying to do something really different. But commons, I believe, is really not restricted to forests, tribals, water bodies. It actually is even more relevant to cities. Because unless you make the cities livable, people are going to go back to their roots and grab land in their roots. Make villages into cities and just wipe out one place after the other. So we have to hold back the city people in the cities and make their livelihood better. As Dr. Iyengar said, I'm actually a fraud among this group here. I am not from Bengaluru, I am not from Karnataka, I am not a conservationist, I am not an activist. How did I get into this? I think there are three reasons for it. One is serendipity. If I hadn't got that particular flat which overlooked the dying lake, I would have written more books by now, but I definitely will not be sitting here. The second is upbringing. I have not had the privilege that each one of them have had here to really grow in that environment. But I was very lucky that my father was in the Indian Forest Service, and he inculcated the sensitivity and respect for natural resources. The third reason is guilt. Because when I saw the dying lake, what or whom I could remember was my father, and wondering what the hell am I doing if I am not following his lessons that he taught me. And I also believe that in people's power, a lot of things which each one have shared here have really resonated in me, because I didn't realize how much we have in common. Our appearances are different, we come from different places, we are handling different sectors, but at the core, there is something genuinely common in each one of us, and I'm really humbled by their stories. So when I came to Bangalore, actually I shifted residence in 2006 to this high-rise building, and what I see from my balcony is this dying lake, and as I told you, my guilt that I was not living up to my father's teaching prompted me to moot a campaign in my apartment complex. And what I got was excuses as to why this is not going to work. Because it is the job of the municipality. We pay our taxes. Why do we pay our taxes if the government is not going to do their work? People will, the government is not going to listen to you. You have a political real estate nexus. How are you going to battle that? There is encroachment in the lake. Do you know that they have political backing? Are you up to it? Some people told me, my children are growing up, they're still young. Let them grow up a little and then I'll join your campaign. My answer was that by then the lake will not be there. I will not be there. So rather than waiting for someone else to come, I felt that I should really take it up myself. And after all these excuses, I've had lots and lots of lucky breaks in this entire journey, which started in 2008 when I started the campaign. One of the lucky breaks, the first one, was to have a neighbor who was an urbanist and who had a lot of clout. So when my campaign flopped big time, I just went to my neighbor and I said, hey, Ashwin, do something about it. No, tell BBMP to take up the lake for rejuvenation. And he said, okay. He did it. So I said, okay, now my work is done because I'm going to go back to my writing. When I came to Bangalore, I had already published 3 books. I was looking forward to, writing full time. But when this rejuvenation started, it was absolutely magical. JCBs coming and scooping out the silt, generations of muck from the lake bed. And I used to ask lots of questions. Why are you doing this? Why not this? And things like that. Perhaps they felt that I was absolutely stupid being there under the hot sun talking to them and not at all looking the kind of person who should be there. But I found it very exciting. And to tell you the truth, I thought I'm going to put it in some book somewhere. But what I realized was there are lots of thieves around. People will come and steal the metal, they will steal the tiles, they will steal everything which is not locked up. Even if it is locked up, it can get stolen. So 3 friends and I got together and we registered a trust called Puttanalli Neighborhood Lake Improvement Trust. We very soon realized what a mouthful it was and shortened it to PNLIT. And together with the BBMP, which is a municipality, we jointly did a tree plantation drive. So like this ma'am said, they have planted so many lakhs of trees. We started off with 125 saplings, and today we have more than 500 trees in 82 species. And the best part of it was that we got the neighborhood to come and plant the trees. We made them stakeholders that way. So today, if you were to come to our lake, you will see many of the trees have boards planted, adopted by so-and-so, in the memory of so-and-so, etc. They are people who have donated to the lake from 2010 to today. We are still maintaining the lake with voluntary donations we get from the locality. It reinforces the idea in me that people are essentially very good. They don't want to take the lead, but if someone is prepared to take the lead, they are willing to follow. So in 2011, BBMP invited us to sign an MOU with them, and we became the first official citizen caretakers of a lake in the city. And by now, between 2011 and 2019, there are 4 more citizen groups which joined, which signed MOUs. Between the 5 of us, we have been taking care of 9 lakes. And today, Bangalore has 67 lake groups. All of them are not registered, some are informal. And you will ask, why should there be 67 lake groups? Are there 67 lakes in Bangalore? Yes, we are a very, very blessed city. At one point, Bangalore used to be called a city of 1,000 lakes. These are not natural lakes. They are all man-made irrigation tanks. But with the rapid urbanization, the city grew, demand for land grew, and lakes simply vanished. We still have officially 2,005 lakes in Bangalore. And I hope that no more will be built upon. The easiest way to kill a lake is to let sewage into it, have an encroachment, and encourage the encroachment, and then say mosquitoes and malaria and fill it up and build a mall. Now what we are doing, another good thing about Bangalore is that I now completely associate myself with the city. I'm a Bangalorean by upbringing or by naturalization. And I believe that we look very calm and quiet, but we are very strong activists. If there is a steel bridge coming up, we'll campaign for it. We will campaign for transportation. We'll campaign for everything which will make our city livable, because we are really tired of you people coming there and saying, oh, Bangalore's traffic. We want to keep our people to ourselves. We want to live in a beautiful city because it is a beautiful city. It is a garden city. It's a lovely city. One day I hope it's going to become city of living lakes. And before I end, I would just like, because all of it I have said, you should really see it. And may I request FES to show a short film? Message that together we can do a great deal of good. Together we can do lots and lots of things. Let it not be damage and mayhem and bloodshed and division. Let it be for good causes, and lakes are very good causes. Wherever you live, in whichever city, you can do it, because genuinely, if my friends and I can do it, any one of you can. It just requires a very thick skin and a lot of perseverance. Thank you so much.
Dhanyavad. Thank you.